Hi everyone, School S Intuitive. Thank you so much for being here. Happy new moon eclipse. It's a new moon in Leo solar eclipse, okay? So this is the energy of what feels like a cosmic reset. All right, we're going to use tarot cards, oracle cards. I will share channeled messages for the lovely Libra collective. We're going to get right into it now with some moon messages. So we're going to work with the energies of the moon and the sun during eclipse season here. So Libra, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, any placement. This could pertain to any area of your life. We're going to see if there's anything we need to release, which is common during eclipse. I also want to know, what would our future self tell us in 6 months or so? Because generally it's said that we'll feel the energies of an eclipse for approximately 6 months, can be more. But okay, so one of the cards that's coming in right now is look at the bigger picture. So that's a message from our future self. All right, what else do we have? We'll get advice on all of this too. All the decks I use are down below. Libra, you have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. Take what resonates and leave the rest. We also have nothing will come of the situation and step out of your comfort zone. I feel like if we don't step out of our comfort zone, not much is going to change. That's what this message is telling me because they came out together. All right, Libra. And the Empress is on our table today because we had this in our weekly reading. Okay, that was the energy for the week. And remember what the Empress is, right? It's all about Libran energy because it's tied into the energy of Venus, which is the ruler of Libra. And it's all about creation, harmony, luxury, love, tuning in, tapping into nature, being in that flow, being in a state of resonance. All right, what else do we have? Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah. Sudden windfalls is one of the themes for the week ahead that you had in your weekly reading. So now here we are midweek and here comes prosperity again. Now let's see. I'm going to get some tarot cards. We'll use the Dark Mansion Tarot. So look at the big picture. Prosperity lies ahead. Step out of your comfort zone. Oh my goodness. And what do you have, Libra? You have the beautiful Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. And I will say, in order to bring something in that you're wanting to bring in, like a manifestation or something, it does seem like not only do we have to step out of our comfort zone, but we also have to free up some of our energetic space. Okay, free up. Maybe even if you're decluttering, you need to free up some physical space. If you are giving too much energy to, say, the wrong relationships, you need to maybe free up your time and energy to welcome in this Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is something or someone that you absolutely will love. It's also needing to maybe follow your own inspirations and intuition as far as what is it that you wish to create. What do you want that cup to have in it? What do you want to be part of your everyday life too? I'm actually feeling everyday life for some reason off of this. Like maybe you want your everyday life to be more than just day in, day out, same kind of thing, right? Maybe you want to have more beauty and creativity in your life. And of course, more prosperity too. And we have the Six of Cups. This person is quite nostalgic at this time, but I feel like this person knows that, yeah, that was a stage in my life, right? As many time periods in our life are. They're stages of development, right? And we're not meant to stay where we are necessarily forever. That's one message coming in. Yeah, nothing will come of the situation if we just stay comfortable at all times. And I'm not saying it has to be painful or uncomfortable, but sometimes we need to take that leap of faith. But let's see what else the cards say. That's too many flipping over. I try to be very gentle on my decks so I don't ruin the edges. And we have the Chariot. Prosperity lies ahead, and it's clarified by the Chariot. I think for some of you, getting a higher perspective on just how how you can change things is going to be helpful. I think for a lot of you, you've done a lot of healing and you're absolutely ready to move forward. I feel a lot of you have moved forward, and that you've been taking action or you're about to. This is really good. I like that we go from an ace to a 6 to a 7. So fantastic. Let's see what else we have, though. I feel like there's probably things we need to release, though. Let's get a card regarding that. Regarding anything we need to release that maybe is blocking our prosperity or our ability to manifest or our ability to create. Ancestral money blocks and relying too much on luck. Okay. Although in your weekly reading, it did say your luck is changing. So ancestral money blocks. Live your own story. So there are false beliefs about money passed down from ancestors. In order to understand how these ancestral money blocks were passed down, look at your patterns and programs and things you've picked up from parental programming. Maybe you do have that could be part of what that 6 of Cups is. Looking at the bigger picture here, maybe there are some sort of things in the past that have been keeping you with certain beliefs. A big part of your weekly reading, Libra, on Sunday morning was changing your mindset. And that was the very first card that was out. So getting a different perspective. And part of it, maybe it has to do with relying on luck. Luck doesn't decide, Libra. You decide. Counting on luck for your success instead of making your own luck could be the downfall here. So trusting in luck to bring you success means you're not coordinating your efforts in such a way that you can achieve them. So remember, luck favors those that are prepared. Luck will favor those who take action. Luck will favor those who are active participants, right? They're not just, the chariot isn't just leading them. They're the ones at the reins, and you're the ones at the reins of your life. So that's what we have there. I think it's a good balance. There's nothing wrong with believing in luck or having superstitions or anything like that. But of course, we want to be also putting in the work, right? So I'm not telling you anything you probably don't know. All right. What else do we have, please? For Libra. During this eclipse time, we're going to get some cards, oracle cards, connecting us to the energy of the sun, of course, because it is Leo season and it is a solar eclipse. So what do we have here? I'll have a lunar eclipse in a couple of weeks. All right, we have the King of Swords, King of Clarity himself, King of Cognition, I can't even talk, King of Control, King of Discipline. This is about strategic thought, balanced judgment, strategy, being an authority. They are the master of their thoughts. When it comes to kings and it comes to these like ancestral money blocks, they're not going to let that stop them or block their success. They create their own beliefs. So it may be time for us to be questioning our own beliefs. Actually, not thinking we're doing those. Nope. When it's due to my sloppy shuffling, then I'm not going to take it. Oh, we have the moon. How awesome is that? On the new moon, we get the moon. And there's something about the way she's sort of passively holding on to emotion here, because the water can represent emotion. And she's sort of just like, I've been carrying this for who knows how long, and here I am just carrying it. And I feel like at any time she could just set that down and she could create a new path, right? So I feel there are many ways for you to accomplish something, but having ownership over our own emotions and journey is really important right now. And I feel like a lot of you realize that, and that's what you've been, the kind of the energy or the mindset you've been working from. That's sort of been your stance for a while, it seems. With the moon, it's facing our fears and anxieties. If you're holding on to something, for example, the past or what just seems comfortable, it could be blocking your ability to have a new beginning, to be in total alignment, or to really change your fortune in some way. So something to be mindful of, especially because that's what's clarifying the 6 of Cups and the getting out of your comfort zone. What else do we have? And just a reminder, you could, there's there are always going to be unseen things on our path. But for a lot of you, you've already proven how strong and capable you are. So you'll be able to handle what comes your way. What else do we have? Oh my, we have the card of the eclipse, the Eight of Cups. This is an eclipse reading, and then we have the Eight of Cups. This is amazing. This is what you're walking away from. And I like that you go from 6, 7, 8. So you start out Ace of Cups, 6, 7, 8. Love that. That's fantastic. That's absolutely beautiful, because it tells me that you're like, and you're walking away, withdrawing, and you're retreating or moving on, abandoning whatever has felt like fear or aimlessness or indecision, or any sort of, like, if someone's been kind of the words I'm getting are like, if they've been a no-show or they haven't been able to make up their mind. I'm getting you're walking away from that. It's like you're becoming very decisive. This row has all to do with you knowing what you want and not like tormenting yourself by staying stuck or staying in something that's not, bringing you where you want to go. It's not going to get you where you want to go. What else do we have? Not being afraid to do that. Let's actually get one of these Folia cards. Okay, you have Reflection, card 44. Reflection reveals who you are. And I like the Eight of Cups, they're by water. And they don't necessarily know what's on the other side of the cliffs and where they're going, the mountains or whatever. But they're trying it anyway, again, because their mindset, their belief is that they can conquer regardless, right? They know that whatever they're going to face, they're going to be okay. And so having that confidence, having that Leo lion courage, right? What else do we have for this solar eclipse here? This new moon in Leo solar eclipse. Wow. We have nurture and we have healthy choices. So choose wisely. And Libra, water your garden. That's exactly what that Empress does, right? She waters her own garden first. She's got a lot of people she's feeding. Maybe you yourself have others who are relying on you, or maybe you're wanting to help others in some way. And so, yes, you absolutely need to nurture your own garden, take care of your own health, and do what's best for you, because you are what's influencing others. Perhaps that could be one scenario. So do remember, this could pertain to any area of your life: career, money, personal empowerment, relationships, etc. And if you enjoy the reading, please do show support. You know how to do that. And it's all free, except for memberships. But all right, what do we have here? Give us some advice, please. Let's get advice on facing our fears, please. Facing our fears. Go wild. Full moon in Leo. What do you know? By the way, happy birthday, Leo sons out there. So go wild. Leo season. Yeah, like take a chance on yourself. That wild dream you've been getting for a while, dream bigger. Libra, this solar eclipse, as I said, it does feel cosmic reset, and it's about authenticity and also increasing your optimism. Big ideas and big shifts, things like that. It's more than possible. Remember, Libra, we're still in the energy of the 8-8 Lion's Gate, incredible for manifestation. We're also in that energy of the mystic rectangle, right, between Mercury, Uranus, Venus, and Pluto. So this is a major opportunity for you to transform your world and for the world as a whole to transform. So go wild, Libra. What else do we have? Think it through. Yeah, think it through, but then go wild, right? Okay. What else, please? I want to tap in a little bit to, now switching gears a little bit to, I feel like we have a good amount of the moon energy at our table. Now let's get some sun energy. And I'm getting like, if there's anything that wants to come out of hiding during this eclipse, to be healed or removed or transmuted in some way, this energy, what needs to be healed? We have inner child. Oh my gosh. Inner child wants to come out, wants to be revealed, wants to play maybe. Or again, maybe you're changing things as far as your ancestral blocks or something. So I think this is about, yeah, fun times, play. In a sense, the curious child within you holds valuable and caring guidance for you. So being authentic, being true to you, allowing yourself to play, to have fun, tapping in, tuning into that high vibrational energy. We have activation. That's going to help you. That's like a much better place to create from anyway. Right? So it's time to tap into your personal power and unlock the wisdom within you. This is about revival, unlocking and an awakening. Let's get some other tarot cards here, please. Lovely Libra, lovely Libra. Tell us about Libra's abundance and what we're attracting, please, during this eclipse. Tell us about our abundance specifically. Okay, High Priestess. This is about trusting your own truth, your own wisdom. Trust yourself, trust in the divine mysteries. If you don't necessarily understand something yet, continue to, well, you had reflection, continue to reflect on it, continue to nurture yourself, water your own garden, and realize that things come in phases, right? Following your own intuition is key when we have the High Priestess come out. What does your inner voice tell you? That's sitting right on top of the inner child. Tell us more about our abundance, our manifestations. The Four of Wands, that's achievement right there. That's the 1111 card. So in divine timing with divine support, you have support coming in. This could affect your home life, your stability in some way. This is really good. This is about community, family. It can be about a new friend group. It could really, it's about, coming together and making the garden grow together. What else do we have? Well, some of you, I get a lot of you are doing this on your own. It's like the High Priestess. A lot of these figures, they're on their own. So it does feel like you've maybe after a time period where you've been having to do everything alone, you'll get some sort of partnership. Partnership's been coming up a lot. Tell us about partnerships. The Empress. Oh my. It's you being able to create and cultivate in general, whether it's partnerships, whether it's, prosperity. This is about you surround. It's like, because you're giving off beautiful, loving vibes, like, surrounding yourself with beautiful, not just things, because it's way more than things. It's sort of like being in the energy of life is beautiful and then attracting more beauty into your own life. Or, yeah, maybe you are someone who, a lot of Libras are, we like pretty things, right? We love nature. So maybe you connecting into that energy is actually going to really help unlock new abundance, new prosperity. It could be in the form of a new relationship or partnership in some way. Yes. Tuning in more to the energy of the sun too, please. I'm getting an H name like Hadley, Hercules, Hannah. We have, said H. And when we get Harmony, Harmony is another name, right? So Harmony here. And that's part of that Empress vibe too, right? Enjoying the luxury in life, enjoying pleasures. The harmony here is about your life being in perfect balance with the universe. That's also Empress vibes, right? Listen and trust your inner compass. This is about stability, being aligned. Anything else? Bright side. Bright side. So this is finding silver linings amidst troubles, shifting your view of yourself and of the world. There could be hidden blessings or a blessing in disguise. And sometimes the blessing is a lesson. What else do we have for lovely Libra? There's prosperity here. We want to look at the big picture. Tell us about looking at the big picture. Eight of Wands. Yeah, if you're stuck now, the big thing here is, what can you do at this time when you can't necessarily move forward necessarily as fast as you want to, well, we can realize, just like the high priestess would, everything comes in phases and stages, right? Trust that energy is going to move. It's going to flow. There will be movement. For some of you, you've been waiting for news. News is coming in now. What else do we have? What are we leaving or needing to walk away from? For some of you, or for some of us, I should say, we're removing ourselves from any sort of sadness. Anything that's been draining our energy, right? Anything that has, this could be moving away from delays. It could be moving away from not seeing something for what it is. This card can have to do with authenticity, awareness, right? And so when I ask the question, what is it that we're, what did I say? I can't remember the question. No, what are we moving away from? It's like, and what are we leaving behind? It could be, for some of you, being in the spotlight, or again, like not seeing something, or it can also be connecting to your confidence. So like a shift in your confidence, a shift in your awareness. Yeah. All right. Believing, for some of you, it's basically like not believing in your own, not only not believing in yourself, but it's like sometimes we need to believe in the impossible. And so allowing yourself to do that. For others of you too, it feels as though staying just where you are, day in, day out routines is coming into it again. And it feels like you're ready to kind of shake things up, but you've got to have faith in yourself and in the universe to some degree. And you know what I love about your reading? You have the moon and you have the sun. We hardly ever get this, but when I go to do eclipse readings, we almost always get the moon and the sun together. Awesome, right? There it is, the moon and the sun. And I particularly love this because it's a Leo season, so I love seeing the sun anyway. So if you haven't been seeing, and I'm tying this to this, if you haven't been seeing the truth or the blessing in disguise with something, that's one thing that could come out of this eclipse for you, Libra. Like everything happened for a reason. All right. So there's definitely a bright side too. Some sort of lesson, some sort of leaving, something. Tell us about, let's get some future higher self cards. What messages does our future higher self have for us, please, during this eclipse? Your next reading will be Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I post Sundays and Wednesdays now. What do we have, please? Own your time and give it meaning. Don't let it pass you by. I promise you it does get better. Very nice. Very nice, Libra. So we have what's in our way. We have some sort of what blessings are coming in. Tell us more about potential blessings. Let's use the fortune cookies. Potential blessings heading your way, Libra. Potential blessings for Libra. Tell us more. Love life. Okay. Love life. Blessings. Okay, so Libra, affairs of the heart could cause problems in the future, but take heart because difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision. What else do you have? Commitment. So some of you are getting a loving commitment or just some sort of commitment and a resolution to some sort of partnership. So a better partnership could be here. So a commitment is indicated around love or business that will make you feel better. Bottom of the deck, you have positive work outcomes, Libra. This is consistent efforts, bringing rewards, and a major purchase could be worth making. You do you though, right? Galactic angel message for Libra. 2. Your angels are aligning the moving parts, and all is coming together in divine timing. You have the 1111 divine timing card of the 4 of Wands, and then you have pay attention to the animals. And we will get animal cards. A new animal spirit guide could be entering your world. And numbers, you have 1010. I saw 1616. A sign of a new path awaits. Let your soul grow. Trust in new beginnings. Oh, and 88 on the bottom, sign of enlightenment. You've achieved wisdom and you find success. And as far as an animal card for Libra, again, you know how to show support, and thanks for being here. Otter, limitless. Card 30, heart chakra. Dream bigger. So much more is possible than you're allowing yourself to see. Let yourself have what you truly desire. That's what I have for you, Libra. Happy eclipse. Happy new moon. Thanks so much for being here. Take care.